the on that. All right, start again.
Keep going, keep going. This is live. This is video footage. You can't stop now, Mr. Ultimate Truth.
Oh,
keep going. Keep going.
People, we're doing multitasking here, and it's
no multitasking. He's just fucking up like usual.
It's got the truth little lobstered here. Welcome to the God.
Read the cue card right there. It is right there in front of you. Come on.
Do you ever hear practice?
No practice.
Allen Iverson knows practice.
Go. It's live. You're in front of millions of people.
You're killing me.
You're lucky this ain't really live.
Welcome to the UltimateTruth Audio Podcast here on the JuJu2Cast Network. This is episode number 11 called the LaborDay Cast. Today we are going to talk about work ethic, getting in the times, which is I'm having trouble with, of course. Events from last week. Also, we're going to chat about our buddy, Andre the Giant, while he's sitting there on his Switch. Thank you. I was going to say Snapchat, but not even close. We're trying a little bit double here. We're doing a video and audio session here on the UltimateTruth Audio Podcast. So, we're jumping into the Labor Day, and he said he's not really going to talk about this much because he's kind of smirking, so I'm just going to jump into a few things. We're talking about the political stuff, and we were talking of our buddy Andre the Giant, and Mr. Mike says he only does a couple of days a week, and we were discussing that if anything ever happens, I'm going to try to get a little bit better position here. Yeah, there we go. If anything ever happens to Mr. Andre's spouse, we'll say, we were sitting here trying to figure out how's this man going to survive, because he seems to always have something to say to Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike calls him out on it. He calls me out on everything, which is, par for the course, which I'm definitely used to, and I definitely accept all of it. But it seems that he can't accept any of it. He has a car, it doesn't run right. He has a truck, it doesn't run right. He has opportunity to work, he doesn't bother, but says he has money. And I know that I'm having some financials ups and downs and challenges and things like that, but I have people that are cannibalizing me at the moment. And, but at least I go out there and fight the good fight. Mr. Mike goes out there, he fights a good fight. That's why he's able to afford some of the amenities that he has. His Nintendo Switch here, as I got that right. I'm not sure what this big bouncing head thing is. I'm trying to look off his screen.
It's called a chain chomp.
Who?
A chain chomp.
Chain
chomp. I'm playing Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom. Kingdom Battle. Sorry. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on my Nintendo Switch.
There we go.
Okay. Now get back into your old folk talk.
Old folk talk. Yes, thank you. Anyway, actually, Andre the Giant's kind of getting up there in age himself, and he's, it doesn't sound by, the conversations that I've been having is that he's not really planning himself too well. And, challenges are things that we all face, and you want to be ready for these challenges. It doesn't seem like he's really ready for anything. He's just pretty much relying on whatever he can get his hands on. And I kind of feel bad for the guy because, we used to have some really good workouts together downstairs in the dungeon there.
But you don't work out anymore either, so...
Yeah, but I work on my own. I do my own thing.
Yeah, because you couldn't handle the real pain. Yeah, I call it right out there.
If you only knew. But anyway, at least it's better than nothing.
No, I know.
It's absolutely better than nothing. So we had a little cookout outside before, and the thing that the two of us were kind of shaking our heads at is that we have some, he has, I don't, some really interesting neighbors, and they seem to never come out, and all of a sudden him and I decide to come out, whether it's working on the roof, working on the lawn, working on whatever, and all of a sudden these people always decide to pop out and see what's going on out there. I'm sure we probably grin. It's really none of their freaking business. We're doing our own thing, and go jump off a bridge as far as I'm concerned. So Mr. Mike has made himself this new gaming system, which I find is quite interesting. I don't know if he wants me to do this, but I'm just going to do it anyway. It's RetroPod, right? I think that's right. Very interesting thing, and I had asked him to add a couple of sports games, which of course he kind of shakes his head and kind of gives me funny looks, and I'm like, well, you might get one or two people that might kind of want to jump into that. He was going through some different things, and I thought it was very interesting. I'm trying to do better at trying to get into this digital and electronic age, because it seems that this is a lot of things that, look at him shake his head. If you only knew how hard it is for the guys that never came from this kind of thing. At least I'm trying. Some people just don't even bother. I mean, it's just, you know, to me it's something to where I have to sit and practice on these things. And then he was showing me stuff with my YouTube. I had posted another weather-related video that I'd had from my tablet, trying to sync up a few of those things. You know, talking about work ethics, things that we're both having to deal with at work. He apparently has an issue with a young lady who has trouble with the sleever, with the egg line. He's looking funny at one of his screens. It's probably something that's not working in his direction. Anyway, do you ever see that these people that just they feel? You're giving me a funny look here. I'm trying.
Why do you keep commenting on what I'm doing? Just keep going on it. He doesn't know how to podcast or do videos, folks. Sorry.
It's not the fact that I don't know how to do a podcast. I don't know how to do a video and a podcast and then watch you.
You don't have to watch me. That's the whole point. Just do what you're doing. Come on. This is a podcast. Do what you're doing. Talk. Talk. You wanted a podcast, not podcast. What? He just looks at me in silence. Yeah, newbies. I swear.
We used to do better podcasts when we used to be able to feed off of each other. It's kind of weird trying not to.
I gotta learn to do it. Roll.
You
gotta roll with the flow solo sometimes.
Feed off of myself.
You gotta learn.
With myself.
Gotta learn. It's all about learning. Learn. Come on.
Learn something.
Come on. No dead air. Come on, buddy. Not any dead air out. Come on. You got all the stuff to talk about. Start talking. You were talking and then you're looking at me, getting distracted. Come on. Nice laughing.
I like it when he gets wound up. This was the reaction I was trying to go
this ain't
for.
Wound up.
This is something
I've wound up. You haven't seen me wound up.
This is something that I've been trying to get to. This goes into work ethic. He's showing that he has a good work ethic. Unfortunately, him and myself, we both have to work with idiots, and sometimes
more than most.
Sometimes the common sense factor is something that there's learning, not knowing, and then trying to get into something as opposed to just thinking that you know it all.
And there's common sense.
Well, that too. I mean, it's something to where I don't know this stuff, and I know I'm driving you crazy trying to learn it. But the fact is, if there's some people that do want to learn it, they mess it up from time to time. Me, it's all the time. But that's there's a situation where you really want to do it, and then there's some people that say they want to do it.
Like
I don't want to
like
say
you.
No.
Because they're only on podcast 11. How many do I have over? 200 and something on one, another 252 on another. Yeah. Oh, and then I got that other one I do once a year, and that's got like 50 podcasts on it. So yeah.
He just sat there and said he wanted me to talk. Then I started talking. I was stringing something together.
I know, and then he just failed at the comment, and then I just had to open up, because that's what I do. I take over, because that's the kind of guy I am. And he keeps moving into my space. He's got all this space over here, and then
I'm trying to be center to the camera.
No, you don't have to be center to the camera.
It's right there.
No, look at it. Look at you in the picture. You're taking up like all the pod. Yeah, you just sit and relax in your own section. You don't come crawling up on me like. Learn. You gotta learn.
See what
you don't. When you watch Johnny Carson back in the day, because I know you watched Johnny Carson back in the day.
Right.
That was back in your day.
Yes.
You watched.
Unfortunately.
You watched. I don't know if you watch any other people like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't
or
mind Fallon.
David Letterman before he retired, or Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Do you see them sitting next to each other chatting with other people, or do you see him? He's Jay Leno and them are at their nice little table, and then the other guy, guest, whatever's on his side. They're not. I just got to be in the middle of the camera. Yeah. Okay, back to you. This is your show. Keep going. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
So I'm sitting there talking about Andre the Giant, right? So Andre the Giant is.
And then he skipped to me and talking about my video games and whatever.
No, I got off that. I was going on the Giant, but then you said.
Okay. Okay. Well, keep going. Doing a great job. Go.
Thank you. Don't spend on your computer. It's thousands of dollars of stuff there.
Don't worry, this is waterproof.
We don't want to... It is not.
This is waterproof.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not
Plus,
gonna
it's
try.
a wireless keyboard, so it ain't going to shock anything on this computer.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. What your buy is what it could shock.
Yes. So we're talking about our poor buddy Andre. Man, it seems that...
you're talking about the poor buddy Andre. We weren't talking about him. You were talking... Gotta correct
Let me
His grammar ain't that good, folks.
Let me re-specify.
This is his
Before
first
the podcast,
VideoCast.
we were talking about Andre the Giant. There. That's better.
At lunchtime.
Yes. Before.
Not on this podcast.
No, but before. So we were talking before, to put it into pretense, which brings us to present tense, is it... I don't know about you, but I think I'm kind of worried about him. It's like he's trying to create... There's two separate things. You just said, I don't do this and I don't do that. Fine. Okay, I'm trying to learn to bring myself forward. And then there's people that say that they do and don't do anything. There's say don't know needs to learn. That's me. Then there's say he knows it all. That would be him. I'm kind of worried about him in a way that I think reality is going to catch up to him in a really ugly fashion. Because as we were talking about lunchtime, is that he relies on his wife a lot financially, but she kind of has him under the rock, exile, which I definitely know all about, unfortunately, which I'm trying to finally once and for all escape. But for the most part, if you're in a situation, and even if you don't know the situation or you're really bad at the situation, you need to try to learn the situation, correct the situation, practice the situation, so you can become a situation. So people can, if you want to do a page, or if you want to do a podcast, or if you want to do something that people are, as Mr. Mike has explained to me before, you need to have something that's going to make them interested. If you just talk a bunch of gibberish and you don't know what you're doing and you're doing a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, then no one's going to be interested in you at all. As he's looking at me right now saying, yes, you're right, without saying, yes, you're right. But, going to what I was saying before, I was understanding why you get the money you get, because it seems that with the people that you have to work with,
as I'm walking away,
as he's leaving the room, well, I can just keep going.
I'll be back.
As I was sitting there talking before, I think when it comes to my own personal casts, I have to do them with no distractions around me, because normally when I'm talking to somebody, I'm usually good when somebody else is feeding off the situation. As now he's come back into the room. So now I got to move out of my center, because now he's going to want his thing.
Don't knock over this into the computer now.
He wants the thing over here and he wants me over there.
Right there. There you go.
All right, move the old man. Just get me a shawl. I'll be good to go, and give me some vodka.
Don't worry about me.
Are any of you football fans out there upset about the Sammy
here we
Watkins
go
trade?
again. I'm just joking. It's his cast.
This isn't really an event from last week. This was an event from a couple weeks ago, and I've been taking a lot of flack on it because it goes down to all the work ethics and everything that I'm personally talking about, just period. We're talking about me, Mr. Mike, or whoever. It could be your mother, it could be whatever. You take a prime player that you gave away half the farm to get. The guy's been hurt the last couple of years because nobody's been able to throw to the guy. Nobody's been able to put him into decent patterns. They can't put... Okay, I'm going to keep going. Oh, God. Anyway.
He gets distracted so easily.
I get
distracted. I just bring
yes.
out something shiny. He's like, oh, shiny. Shiny. The precious. Shiny.
What was that from?
Lord of the Rings, Dick.
No, it was from something else, but...
Lord of the Rings.
That was from before. Some before. My time, some before that. I can't remember.
I'm just fucking around.
So they can't get this guy going because we don't have a person who can throw them the ball.
Yes, I heard that.
Then finally, he's not hurt anymore. We get rid of him for a bunch of nothing. Saying, well, if we have all these draft picks, then we'll be able to do... But you're going to do the same thing that you did again. So people, I'm just going to warn you that this weekend coming up, I call it the Paper Bag Bowl. Yes. Two of the worst teams in the NFL, which would be the Bills and the Jets. Sorry, Jets fans, you don't like it. I don't really care. It's gonna. Don't bother watching it.
This is gonna be great on YouTube. They're gonna fucking rip you some hell. Good thing I just don't like football. I'm neutral. I always say the Bills should leave, just like the Sabres, and we should get a basketball team. Yeah, fuck Buffalo.
Paper, nice eyes. I'm seriously calling it the paper bag bowl because I've watched New York Jets media. I've watched our own media, unfortunately, and they sit there and they talk about which. That's a little background music. Which team wants the tank to get the first pick? It doesn't matter. They're just gonna blow it anyway. Pick a garbage can. It's just gonna be terrible. I'm not even gonna waste the electricity. I actually hope I'm working that day, because I just don't want nothing to do with it. It's just been horrible. Managing anything, grocery store, football team, podcast, harmonica. It doesn't matter if you're not managing it right. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's going to end up with nothing. Nothing. And, like Mr. Mike said, it's a thing. I would almost say that if they don't make the playoffs for the next 3 years, the NFL should just take the team away. Just take it away. You've had 20 plus years to try to make the playoffs and make yourself some sort of revenue.
Will that ever happen?
They were talking about if we don't get a stadium, we're going to lose.
A stadium?
Mm-hmm.
We got a stadium.
They want a brand new one. Oh. If we don't produce a brand new stadium within 3 to 5 years or some sort of plan, they want to take the team away.
Really?
That would be
not buying a new stadium.
Right. Okay. Because they're saying again, it's going back to me. Goes back to my notes. I need to get with the times. They're asking the Bills to get with the times. Their stadium is.
Well, what's wrong with the stadium they currently have?
I say absolutely nothing.
I just say it's under bad leadership and that they should have selling like concerts and stuff over there.
Well, they're starting to do things like that. I mean, they had Guns N' Roses. They're having U2 tomorrow. They're actually building the stage right now. That's going to be interesting. You watch. That's going to be the next excuse. Is, well, since the concert was in town and everything squished the stadium down because our stadium isn't new like everybody else's, our players played crappy. No, players play crappy because they suck.
Yeah, we got bad management.
It's like going into the Egg Palace and saying, well, the workers can't work because the concrete's fucked up. What? No, it has nothing to do with the floor.
No, it's because they're just lazy.
Thank you.
And
yes.
They get paid too much.
It comes together no matter what.
This is what I say. A player should not get paid until he plays better.
Or he shouldn't be offered anything good until he does it.
And then when the team starts winning, then they get their incentives and all, and then their millions of dollars and all. Besides that, they don't get diddly shit. If they did that, there would be some incentive. That's what I say for everything. Like our government officials and all, you don't get no money until you do something for the people.
They were running contracts like that. And then all of a sudden...
people cried and
yes.
went, lawyer!
Right.
Lawyer!
Right.
Because that's what we are.
Now all of a sudden you're seeing these guys with guaranteed money and they're tanking. They're tanking.
Yeah, they're sitting on benches and faking injuries. Oh, my knee.
And they're tanking. And now you got the concussion protocol. We got 2 quarterbacks that are out with concussion protocol.
Then they
I personally don't hope. I hope they don't come back because
I hope they just let them go.
That's another thing I'm hoping that happens. I mean, it's just something has got to happen for the interest to come back into this. When people, and I mean, I even agree with you. If we had a basketball team, there would be a much better interest in the city itself. Then you could promote the concerts. Then you could promote the wrestling events, which that's just,
Who cares about wrestling? At least the WWE wrestling.
I'm telling you, that's getting really bad.
Hey,
it's gotten.
We missed that other wrestling event we were supposed to go to.
No, they moved it. They canceled it and they moved it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't hear you speak a word about it to me.
No, because
I still want to go to those independent shows. I remember them being more often.
No, but that was right. But that was the one they were supposed to have. They were supposed to have an outside one, and then they couldn't get people to come for some reason.
Okay.
But they've done it every year.
Yeah.
They probably couldn't find that one big name. Like the last time that they had the big one, they had Rikishi he'd come in, but the only problem is they only had 60 people.
They should get the fucking Undertaker. That'd be awesome.
He is available.
Or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I was looking back.
Get Stone Cold.
I was looking back on some old videos that I had through my YouTube page. Do you realize that in 2007 at the ESW that we used to go to at St. Johnsburg?
Tell the listeners what ESW is.
Empire State Wrestling is another independent wrestling organization that goes along with Buffalo Championship Wrestling, which you held the outside event, which we were going to go to, which I didn't tell you because they just canceled it. Empire State Wrestling in 2007 actually had Daniel Bryan facing Finn Balor.
Huh.
Two of the biggest names. Well, one is hurt, but he can't participate, but he's still a part of it. But Finn Balor, these two guys were... And they wrestled like 40 people. Nobody knew who these people were. And this is right before the Nexus. I know you remember the Nexus with it was Daniel Bryant.
Nexus.
Crap.
Oh, you mean
what's his face? Who's the British guy? God, I can't remember his name.
Oh, the British guy. Yes, I know him.
Crap, I can't remember his name. Bad News Barrett. That's it. Yeah. When he started all that, and they went after
Bad News Barrett,
and then they Wade Barrett. Thank you.
Barrett, yeah.
So then when they went, they beat up Cena and CM Punk and all that stuff.
Everybody else
tore up the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
made that whole NWO thing.
Mike Otunga, right? You know, a couple of those other guys. But anyway, it was really funny on how these two guys were wrestling in a fire hall with 40 people, and then they jump into this. I thought that was really interesting. So you never know who you're going to see when you go to these independent shows. That's why I'm actually liking the independent shows much better. But these are going to start sprouting up more during the winter. There's one that they have down in Dunkirk I'd like to go to, which I would like to take Mr. Mike to.
I'd like to go to every one of them. If they're on Saturdays, it'd be a perfect time.
Yeah, most of the time they are.
And I'm always able to go on a Saturday.
The other one I was almost thinking is if it was possible, if we could coordinate time off, would be there's one on the East Coast where a lot of the, I don't want to say super old timers, but guys that were really from my time, Bob Orton, Greg Valentine, Bruce the Barber, Beefcake, guys like that. Because we actually posed with pictures with Snitsky at one time. That was pretty funny.
That was my fault.
That was pretty cool. That was a really cool. We should try to put that up on.
Except what's his name? Diesel.
Kevin Nash.
He was kind of.
Yeah,
he didn't want nothing to do with anybody in the other one either that I went to. I saw him again. He was just lame. He just didn't want to interact with people.
I think it's just the thing with him is that with a lot of some of the with
thinks
some
he's
of those
supposed to be bigger than he is.
Right.
But he's just washed up pretty much because he hasn't done anything. They tried to bring him back once in the WWE and that failed. Just like everything else failed. Like Batista failed when he came back into the WWE and everybody booed him out. But now he's a great actor, so who cares?
Hey, and it's the thing that I don't understand what the writing is.
There is no good writing. It's all a bunch of stupid retards.
I watched SmackDown 2 months ago and sat down and actually watched one from front to back, and it was okay at best.
It hasn't been okay since years and years.
The writing to me, they're just. I mean, to me, the only thing that's holding, like even Total Divas has kind of fallen off a bit.
Yeah.
But it's
just like all their. Oh, I'm not going to mention it.
It's just, I don't know. There's only so much of Alexa Bliss that you can watch. I mean, unless she comes over for barbecue,
Charlotte?
then no, they moved her to SmackDown.
Oh,
Becky
Lynch. Don't they go cross platform or cross shows? Still?
No, they don't. No, they don't do it.
They separate.
I mean, they should.
They separated again.
They should do the invasion-y thingy, but they don't. I mean, the one WWE Raw I went to, they did that to where they actually brought They brought a whole bunch of SmackDown guys in.
Well, I thought they weren't show allegiance anymore. It was like, you could go on this show and that show, and then
no, they went to this draft thing, and it's you're over here and you're over here, and
back to the old things, old way.
And if somebody really isn't taken off on the one show, they try to make them, and then they
drop you like some women.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised it took that long. All that money wasted.
Too long. Anyway, I just hope Andre doesn't fall on that. Getting back to Andre the Giant there.
Well, I told him don't knock on my door because I ain't answering it. No free handouts from me.
If you're not in the work ethic, Mr. Michael definitely shuts you out. You're done. Anyway,
I'm an asshole like that.
and you know what though? I'm not going to downplay that, because look at this place. Look at this studio. Look at all the stuff around here.
This little studio room until I get a real studio.
But to me, it doesn't matter, because you know what?
Well,
it's yours. You owe nobody.
Well, I owe the bank.
Well,
I do pay the mortgage.
Right, but I'm saying, but you owe nobody.
This is all my shit.
Right. Nobody's going to take it.
Somebody does, their arm's going to get chopped off by a katana sword.
A who?
Katana sword. Should I bring it out for you? I'll bring it out. I'll be right back. You go keep talking.
So anyway, barring on paper bag bowl.
Might as well show something interesting instead of your bald head.
I did shave though. Let's just ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Hey, you got fuzz up there. Whoop. See now the door is open. Here, look at right over here. See that? See the door's opening. See, he be yelling at me about that. So we're gonna put that right back there because he's gonna yell at me. Okay, here we go. Back over. There's this chair over there. Oh yeah, don't hit the computer. Now my head's out of the frame.
Well, go back in the frame. What are you doing, Plant? Why did you move the camera towards me?
What is this thing? What is this thing?
Get the camera back to what the thing is supposed to be. See, Mr. Miller, he has to touch something, and then he messes some stuff up. Then I gotta always fix it.
What is it? Okay, so now we're on show and tell here on The Truth. Yeah. What is this thing?
Oh, this is a replica. This ain't a real katana sword, but it is a nice replica. Oh. Steel-bladed, very sharp. I'll chop off your frickin' head. Katana sword. And I know you can't really see it from here. I gotta, there. No. Hold it with two hands. Yeah!
No
and you can only see this on the podcast or on the video version, folks. So if you're listening to this, go on the Truth's YouTube page. It'll be in the show notes.
Yes.
But,
holy. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I want to get more of these.
Where did you get this?
Oh, where I get everything from. Amazon.com, buddy.
Holy mother of mercy.
Look at back when they were shipping weapons.
Shipping weapons.
I think I'm going to get my second one from a store that I know of in the area. If they still have one, I might get a real one.
What about the Army-Navy store?
I don't know what the Army-Navy store is.
You never went to the Army-Navy store?
No, it's at the other store. I'm not going to say it because I don't want people going to it, but there's another store.
There's an Army-Navy store in upstate New York. You got to go to that. You want to...
You ever watch Kill Bill?
No shit.
With Uma Thurman?
Yes.
Oh, you did see
Some
the Kill Bills?
Some of it.
Some of it. Mm-hmm. There's two of them. They're great.
He's the movie guy. I'm not. Oh.
She has katana like this.
And
then she chops everybody's head off when I was... Okay. Keep going. Enough about me. There.
Got to have an interesting audio-video podcast,
See, this is what I'm telling him, to bring his bass guitar so he can do his little...
Got to learn a few more songs, but yeah, that'd be quite interesting.
Should have brought it today. I keep telling him to bring it
today,
but he never brings it. Never bring it.
Eventually, I have the whole shooting match here once I'm allowed to take over rent that space from across the hall, which is over there.
Yeah, I'll get to that in the fall. Okay, keep talking.
So we've talked about Andre the Giant. We've talked about work ethic. We've talked about...
Oh, you sort of talked about that. Then went into wrestling.
Yes, we have. We have to get back into that. RJ City is a current champion for Empire State Wrestling. He beat big time Bill Collier at the last event. The one wrestler that's kind of fallen off a little bit is crap. What was that dude's name? The freaking oh my god, I'm drawing a mind blank here. The cowboy guy, really big.
Bob Orton?
No, not him. I'll think of it. But anyway, Kevin Bennett, who's another local guy, is starting to come up the ranks a little bit. He's actually been showing up at WWE events. He comes in as security and gets his ass thrown around. But
didn't you talk about something about security things like we can sign up?
Yes, that's what he does. He signs up to be one of the security guys, and then when one of the wrestlers goes nuts, you just start getting thrown around. But
they don't do that much anymore, do they?
Oh no, they just had it at the last event in Buffalo.
All right,
He got tossed out by Braun Strowman, and I tried to get with him. I tried to send him a question. He hasn't answered me back yet, but he's been on the road. And it's like, why do you put yourself in that position? I understand. You can get on TV. Hello, I'm on TV. I'm not getting the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah.
Remember, you can't do that because it's going to help you with the dry locking. Anyway.
I can hire some Mexican out there.
Good luck with that. Why don't we eat, senor? Yeah, somebody else says that too. But anyway, we'll leave him out. But still, it's... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it would be interesting to be thrown around by some of these guys and stuff like that. But, I mean, to me, if you have like a regular job or something, I would want to get hurt. Unless WWE's paying you some pretty good bucks, I probably think, $200 or $250 or whatever the heck they're giving you, ain't really going to be, they ain't going to cover too much.
Right, you're not going to get that hurt.
Dude, he threw this kid. I mean, he threw him probably a good 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
And
got that Obamacare. Don't worry about it. You're all well and good, man. You got Obamacare. You're good.
We're not, but yeah, I guess so. But anyway.
But I got almost free healthcare. I don't worry about it.
Well, mine's not too bad either, but I don't know if it would cover if I went out and did something like that. But
well, just tell them you fell down the stairs. How are they going to know?
That's true. Until
they don't watch wrestling.
Still, somebody turns the TV. Hey, it looks like Keith. Nope, that's not him. Anyway. No idea. Couldn't have been me.
Just wear a toupee. They won't notice you.
Who's the city with the carpet on his head? I don't know.
That ain't Keith. You wouldn't be caught dead with that.
No. Nah. No. It's gone. So I saw your buddy Dave Ulatowski the other day at Tops 44.
Oh, you mean the X?
He's still a clown.
Yeah, ass clown.
Sitting there just complaining about everybody, and I'm like, Dave, do you ever change your attitude? What are you talking about? There you go. Okay. Been answered. Yep, it's been answered. Well, because the thing is like half the place that we used to work, that fine establishment down on Union Road, they've all went to the Baby Tops. And why would you? I'd be bored.
They all went to the Baby Tops because they all got transferred to the Baby Tops.
Bored. There ain't nothing. It's only like 6 aisles. Like, how do you even? Okay.
Who cares?
Whatever. All right, go with your bad self.
Whatever.
But at least you're kind of near Johnny's anyway, which is on the other side of town. Oh, we don't want to give away the pizza establishment.
Well, you don't want to give away where I live either. They can cross-reference. People aren't stupid, Mr. Ultimate. I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
He doesn't get it.
Interesting. Because before you didn't. But
well, that either. Quiet. Just keep talking.
Okay. So anyway.
Such your dad. Hey, if you had stuff prepared for your podcast, you wouldn't have me chime in like this.
Yeah, but usually we make good.
It doesn't have to be we. It could be you. It's your podcast, not me. Ultimate Truth. That's you, right?
People. Once I get on my own bicycle, I'll start.
See, even solo. Adam Carolla has to tell his employees to get on their asses and start doing their own podcasting sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because he always chimes in with their podcasts.
Oh,
like, okay, now Ray, it's your turn to do this podcast by yourself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So tell me about this workout idea that you're cleaning up the dungeon and you want to
vacuumed it up. Oh, probably today I'm thinking because you got to go later to your hockey or
race
NASCAR or whatever 10 million stupid sports you watch.
Mm-hmm.
Plan on getting in a little personal time with the heavy iron. I was talking about this on my podcast. Starting the weightlifting. I got some music that I downloaded from YouTube onto my phone, which is really cool because I got this new app on my computer that actually can rip the music from YouTube really nicely.
Really?
I was just telling you about that earlier. It does it a lot better than I used to do it. I don't have to record it, just downloads it like a regular download. Makes it into a high quality MP3. I put it on my phone and I'm going to be listening to some sweet pump iron music, and I'm going to be doing a little workout today before I make some unhealthy choices later, but that's later. Yes, you got an idea.
Yes. What about those little MP3 players you gave me?
What about them?
Now, would that be something that if I pulled songs that I would like off of...
You could possibly put them on there. If they work. I don't know. I haven't used them in years, so I don't...
Well, one you have in the box, and two you have loose, and
Yeah.
I actually found, going into a tech thing here, I found, with what I do for the Oreo Palace, I have an iPad, but she's not an iGuy, but I have a scanner that goes with it, but the scanner cord to charge it with charges these MP3 players.
Yeah, anything with a USB power can charge anything else.
Yeah, but it's got the little it's got
dongle, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a funny it's hard to explain.
I know what you're talking about.
So anyway, it has a funnier shaped plug-in to go in it, and this plug that goes into my scanner is the same plug that goes into
the MP3 player.
Well, it's from a normal plug-in from a normal wall outlet.
Yeah,
that I can use.
It's a power plug. Yeah.
But some of them are shaped. Some of them are shaped like.
Yeah, I know. There's a
some are shaped like
micro USB. There's USB. There's USB something out. Or you got this one. That's the one that plugs into your little systems, right?
That's it. Yeah,
yes,
that one.
Yes, yes. There's many different types of USB. Talk from a tech. They can't see under there.
Anyway, that might be something that I could do. Because I like to see if those things.
Are you ever going to listen to music on it?
Yeah, why not? I'm always listening to music off this thing. I'd rather listen off something smaller.
What you should really do is, it's called purchase a nice smartphone from a nice, cheap, reputable place for like $200 or something like mine, or even cheaper, and then get Ting, the best phone service out there at a cheap, low price, and then you'll have all your music on this thing. Then you can use your apps again. Yeah, that you can't use because they blocked your phone.
Yeah, I know that. That's
and
terrible.
And then you don't have to use this old crappy Verizon tablet that you have here. That's out of date. Years out of date.
It's only 2.
That's out of date.
How can it be?
That's a Verizon tablet. They're out of date in a year.
Really?
First off, when they get them, they're a year old.
So that's from 214 then.
Yeah, that's
old.
old.
Then that's okay.
Because I remember when I bought my anymore. That's on an old system.
I remember when I bought my old iPhone. By the end of that poor thing's life.
My Samsung Galaxy tablet's about a year or two old over in the other room. That's still brand new technology because they're still updating everything. Nothing's updated on yours because it's a Verizon tablet, and they do not update Verizon tablets. But like I said, you could get a nice smartphone like my Motorola G4, which now is a G5, and you can have fun. Very cheap.
What happened to 3? You got rid of it?
Never had a 3.
Didn't you have a 3?
No, I had a Samsung Galaxy.
Wasn't that an S3 though?
That was an S4.
Oh, okay. That's close.
I had an S3 before that, but I had an S4. Now I got rid of it because I'm sick of Samsung throwing their bullshit apps onto it that takes up all the room and you can't delete them. And I didn't have any room on my phone, and then I said, well, fuck you, bye, new phone, hello.
That's not good.
And this one will probably get Oreo on it eventually. Said I was reading an article, by the end of the year I should probably get Android Oreo, which I'm still waiting for those little Androids to come on the Oreos. I looked at the package and didn't say show any Androids on there yet. Maybe in the next month or so.
Hoping. I mean, they just came out with apple pie Oreos. They came out with pumpkin spice Belvita, not Velveeta,
Yeah.
Belvita.
You would think they would be doing something big with Android because they're teaming up, partnering.
Well, they have to because of the fact of that Keebler has gone astray, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Oh, yeah. I want to listen to this. Let's see. This is what you should be talking on your damn podcast, not about this football guy needs to go down. Oh, Mr. Andre Hicks is not doing what he's supposed to. That is my podcast. Okay, back to you, Dick.
Dick Emberg, thank you.
No, but really, yeah, I want to hear about your business.
Well, the things that are coming up now.
Did they tell you all the upcoming promotions and stuff?
Well, there's a few of them that are coming.
Were they talking about Android Oreo and all that?
That is coming.
Okay,
that is coming.
So there's going to be
apple pie Oreo's coming. Something's going up with Dunkin' Donuts for some reason. They're going to try to help revive.
They had Dunkin' Donut.
They're having
Oreos
some.
Once.
Well, no, they're going to.
Was that Krispy Kreme Oreos?
No, Krispy Kreme Oreos. They're trying to make a Dunkin' Donut Chips Ahoy glazed Yeah, it's a lot of adjectives in one cookie. Yeah. I heard it's pretty good.
Actually, I hear Oreos, the cream in the Oreos is, they want to go back to lard in the middle of the Oreo instead of what they use now because it's actually healthier for you. Is that true?
That I'd have to find out.
I was listening on a podcast.
Well, because
they got these other ones that were before, like Oreo wasn't the original cookie with the cream in the middle. It was that hydroxide.
Yes, Hydrox.
Hydrox.
Yes.
That sounds like a poisonous cookie.
Well, what
Back
they
in your time?
What they did was that was another spin-off of Keebler, which was owned by Sunshine at the time. And what they did is because the whole idea with the Oreo is to pull the thing apart and eat the cream out of the inside of the cookies.
Like the cream, all the commercials.
Yeah. Nice Gene Simmons tongue. If you ever have a band, you're the man. Gotta learn how to breathe fire. Anyway,
give me some lighter fluid. I'll do it.
151's much better because if you drink it, you don't get sick.
True,
I can show you that one.
I got some of that.
Really?
No, I don't.
Oh. Yeah, the truth would be hitting the sauce would be the drunken cast.
I got them
Popping
McGill
bottles
cutties. That would work, right?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, you got me hooked on that shit. Whoa, it's horrible. You can't find that.
That's in...
No, you can find every flavor, but you can't find the apple. The apple is the hardest one to find. And if you go to bars, like my friend bartends at Vinny's...
Oh, I could get it down by Wegmans.
I'd have to go check it out.
I'd have to show you.
I've gone to other... Okay, so I've gone to other locations to look for it.
Oh.
And they don't keep it...
you know, each location sometimes only has their own stuff, they said.
Oh, no. They had McGillicuddy's. They had McGillicuddy's vanilla. They got McGillicuddy's
I think
peach.
different stores have their own, like, McGillicuddy.
Oh.
That's what the one guy told me.
So my friend that tends the bar down the street says that he has to charge more for the apple because it's harder to get.
Mm.
But if you want a shot of peach, that's like nothing. If you want a shot of apple, that's like $4.50. I'm like, what? No. I'll take the shit for $2.50.
Okay. How do we get into that? We're talking about Oreos.
Well, that's because the apple pie got into the apple vodka. Anyway, so a couple of different things have happened. Pepperidge Farm had an opportunity to buy into the market share, to get into all this, and they were supposed to have a buy two, get three free on Pepperidge Farm Goldfish this weekend. And then Tops turned around and said, no.
Tops said no.
They pulled it.
What?
These guys ordered. The one guy alone ordered. I drove by it. I should have taken a picture of it to put it up, because these guys don't understand. You're the competitor. You're telling me everything you're doing. No. 10 minutes ago, Mike said, don't say this, that, because they'll know where I live. No. So don't tell me your business. Yeah. So the competition's telling me their business. So, of course, I tell my people, this is what's going on.
He's the mole, people. This guy, the mole.
Yeah, I look like one, too.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, so they're not buying into it.
Yeah.
The last NASCAR race was supposed to be Cheez-It at Watkins Glen. It's been Cheez-It at the Glen for the last 7 years.
I never liked any of those Goldfish or Cheez-Its. They all taste like ugh.
No. So
people love those.
So both of those are going to the wayside.
Yeah.
Thus, in case in point, the Android Oreos, the hooking up with Dunkin' Donuts, the apple pie. Because instead of an Oreo cookie that they put with the apple pie, they put graham cracker on the outside, so it actually tastes like an apple pie. It's really good. They didn't oversugar it. So maybe this lard thing, they may be testing this now. I'd have to look at the package and see what's on the package.
Yeah, because it won't have all that other shit in there, that stuff that makes people super fat and obese with the sugar and stuff.
Because they had
the cream.
Because we had just gotten through with the Dunkin' Donuts mocha. We just did the blueberry, and we just had a jelly donut. So now we're going to
My grandmother would have liked the jelly donut.
There still might be some of those out there. Maybe I should get one. There's still
She would like jelly donut Oreos. They taste like it.
So now they're trying to piece this market together. In turn, with the lard thing, they're building up all the plants now. They're going to start making U.S. plants now. And Trump's...
Where were they before?
There were some in the United States and then there was some in Mexico. Ritz is made in Mexico. But now they're trying to bring all this stuff back over here by updating...
Is Trump trying to incentivize them?
Yes. So trying to update everything and bring it all back here. So this is where our market share is starting to go up. So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
So
making money.
Absolutely. So that's like I said. Eventually, I'll hopefully be out of the drink at some point in my life. But it just it gives you.
It's been seeming like we've been making more business lately. I've been doing a lot more work at my place, so you never know.
Oh, the guy's telling me the Eglin guy I saw at Wegmans. He says he can't keep them in. He says it's just selling out like crazy. Oh, yeah. But so this is the thing: that everybody hates Trump, but all these businesses are starting to flourish now.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry, people, you're not going to lose your welfare in New York State. It ain't going to happen. Until Cuomo gets ousted, which is never going to happen, you're not going to lose your welfare. So you can sit on your fat ass all day, every day.
It has nothing to do with the president of the United States. It has to do with the government.
Local government. So you can sit there and complain about him. Oh, he's racist. So it doesn't matter. He's building up business for this country, which you want to kneel down on, which we talked about before. You want to disrespect, which we talked about before, and talked with somebody of the same kind who doesn't feel disrespected that he's disrespecting him because he doesn't get it because they're of the same kind. Really? Whatever. Okay. That was my rant for today. Trying not to cross lines of too bad, but crossing enough. But the idea is that things are happening, things are getting built, and people that, like myself, is in debt up to my fucking eyeballs because of an ex, has at least an opportunity to pull himself out instead of saying, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to sit on welfare the rest of my life, and I'm just going to fucking sit here and fucking do nothing and... No, that's not me. Right, wrong, or whatever... in, out, or whatever, doing it right or not doing it right, I'm going to at least try to do something and do it right. Or try. Put an effort. You need effort. You need the right attitude. Yeah, okay, I don't get it today, but I'll get it tomorrow. And if I don't, I'm going to work towards getting it right tomorrow. I won't carry a samurai sword around because that's just fucking dangerous, man. I'm not good with guns, but boy, I'll cut you up.
Okay, back to the Oreos.
My culinary degree always comes in.
So when's those androids coming?
I'm hoping before Christmas.
Hopefully they'll have a nice contests. I want to win some Android stuff.
Well, you know what they do? They do things like that.
Oh, and if you guys have like those blow-up Androids or whatever cool little things like posters or like stand-ups or something, try to get me some of that.
Well,
shit.
now here's the thing.
Yeah,
is if I figure out, because everything has a code. Everything has a code to it. If I can figure out what the code is, I can order it.
Ooh.
I can just send it to a store. I can just send it to a store on whatever delivery I'm writing that order for, and then I can just intercept it, or at least take a couple.
Yeah. I'd like a couple of those Android. I like Android. That Android character is amazing.
Because what's happening is now there's more leeway of doing things as before we didn't. I mean, as I was talking on a side thing with you before the podcast, straightening out my cupboard, which was, what's the big deal about straightening out the Truth's cupboard? The straightening out of taking something that reminds you of something in the past, making it your way, because it's your way, and starting new. And it's a reminder of what rut you were in. People talk about, oh, I can't do this because I can't do this because I'm in. If you're in a personal rut, you can pull yourself out of that rut. Even if it's something as stupid as straightening out your cupboard. Because every time you open it, I did that. Nobody else did that. Nobody told me to do that. I did it on my own, and this is how it looks, and now it's organized. You know, life is a puzzle. You take a piece of a puzzle, you put it together. Just like your cookies. You take a piece of cookies, and you put them fuckers together, and them androids are going to be amazing. And they're probably going to try. They're going to start out with original first, and then they're going to try to branch out, and they're going to be in all the flavors. So, I'm trying to try all the flavors.
Oh.
Peanut butter ones aren't too bad. I thought that was going to be kind of yucky.
There was a guy on the internet that would buy each type of Oreos, and he would do a video on each package of Oreos and rate them. Video game guy.
But the thing is now we have this. It's like, we could do this.
Yeah, but somebody already does it.
But it doesn't matter. I mean,
you can go to the source. He can go to the source and get all the different kinds of Oreos. He's got the source. I mean, that's why I was hoping if he was going to work at Pepsi before, I thought he was going to give me that Mountain Dew Live Wire that I can never get anywhere. I could get online.
Yeah, but I could still.
I could still get it. I know people at Pepsi, but then it costs a fortune to get that shit. It cost me like $50 the last time.
But you know what's funny is because Mr. Mike is the
and I don't drink pop anymore.
Amazon guy.
Doesn't matter.
Mr. Mike, though, is the Amazon guy. So I decided to go on the Amazon and play around with it the other day.
Most of the stuff you see here, Amazon. Maybe some Tiger Direct, Newegg, and Overstock.com stuff.
Now, when you talk about Overstock.com, what's the difference between Overstock.com and the one on the outlet that's on French Road?
What are you talking about?
There's an Overstock.com warehouse on...
Really?
Yeah, French Road.
They have a warehouse here?
Yeah. They show bicycles and refrigerators and washers and
So they
dryers.
ship shit out over there? Sweet.
All kinds of stuff.
Huh.
But you can walk right in here and go get it.
Oh, so it's a pickup center.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
But you can walk in there and say, I want that dryer. I want that bicycle. I want that chair.
Oh, is it a store?
Yeah. It's a warehouse/store. You can walk in there and go pick up whatever you want.
We gotta go there one day.
Yeah, it's right on French Road.
I did not know that.
Which another thing is that's historical.
Interesting.
Is I'm hoping that I get a shot because I was going to do it the other day.
They got good furniture that Overstock.
And they have that too. They have everything.
Think I got my... Well, did I get this from Overstock? No, I think I got this table from Amazon. But I got my bed from Overstock. I got my TV stand from Overstock.com. They got some nice shit there.
Interesting.
I was gonna get my new bedding there, but I didn't need it. So. Yeah, it's good.
Because what they're doing now is Garden Village Plaza, the actual old Garden Village Plaza with the hills at the end, down at French and Union. If you go all the way down Union, and you got French Road, the start of French Road right there, they're tearing it down.
Oh, you mean where the Walgreens is? That one?
No, it used to...
the other side.
Yeah, but it had a Hills, and then it had like all this... They had a Vicks, and they had a whole bunch of stuff. It's right... There used to be a Denny's out in front. And
sounds familiar, but I would have to be there to know what you're talking about.
And now Denny's is now some Olive Tree or Olive Branch or something like that, the restaurant there. And then... Because that's where the start of West Seneca starts and Cheektowaga ends. Cheektowaga ends and that's the start of French Road, and the French Road goes all the way down to Transit.
Okay.
So in the middle of that's where the Overstock is. But in that plaza there, they had a car wash there. I don't know if that was a whale or not, or was some sort of animal or something really weird. And it's all gone. They got rid of everything. The only thing that's on the corner is the old remnants of a Valvoline oil change. That's it. It's gone. Everything's gone.
Sounds familiar. I just forgot.
But that's something to where I'm hoping that at least the Hills is still up, because I'd like to get a picture of that, because if you went on... Well, actually, I don't want to give that away, but
Hills. Back in the day. That's where I got my Stone Cold Steve Austin wooden poster.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. That lasts a long time.
I actually have a picture that I'd probably like to put up on my Twitter.
If he ever gets around to it.
Yeah, but I've been messing with it today. I found going through Gowanda a couple of weeks ago, there's an Ames still standing in the middle of Gowanda.
Okay.
I mean, it's closed.
Yeah.
But the sign, and it's interesting because you look at the frontage of the building, you see what is left of the remnants of Ames.
After it was Hills.
And
or before it
was that one never made it to be Hills. It stayed as an Ames.
Oh.
And they closed it as an Ames. They never made the transition over to Hills. When Hills bought Ames... Hills bought Ames.
Then Ames?
What's that?
Wasn't it Hills and then Ames?
No, it was... Hills came in and took over Ames.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite.
No.
I thought it was a Hills and then Ames.
So
there were so many freaking stores. I know.
So what had happened was the store, the store frontage is rotting away because of remnants. Because I mean, we're talking 20.
Yeah, nobody bought
28, 29 years.
Nobody renovated or bought it.
So it's still sitting there. But the sign, the way it's pointed, it avoids all the weather. It's brand new. It's not even weather worn. In fact, I did catch somebody out front, which those would be neat. Have little truth interviews and talk about things. That'd be interesting. Do a little reporting. I asked the neighbor where the guy said, he says the sign still lights up at night. He says he has no idea. There's electricity still going to the sign.
So who pays for that?
I don't know, but there's your government thing right there. So here's a sign of a store that's been closed since 1989, and the sign itself still lights up at night.
Wow.
And shuts off at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
But it's still in perfect condition.
Wow.
And the town even comes by and even paints the pole. Like the pole is like a perfect green. with this perfect AIM sign up front. I got pictures of it.
Are you sure it just ain't open still?
No. I drove up to it. It's pretty desolate. It's on my. I took all my phones, except for my tablets. I wanted Mr. Mike to show me Twitter a little bit better, but I took all that stuff downstairs and I have the pictures of this on my phone. It's funny because the sign's like in perfect shape. It's almost 30 years old, and then somebody comes by and paints the pole, and the thing lights up at night. So it's like, what? Why are you labor to paint the pole, the paint, and then they have the thing on at night? Like what? Okay,
all right.
From a company that's long gone. Both of them long gone. So there's.
Well, that's because you got Big Lots. They're still around. They're still doing great.
I mean, unless they're using it as like a makeshift lamppost.
I don't know.
Without putting a lamppost in.
I miss Hills. When I was a kid, Hills was awesome.
I like
That's where I got my pop. Yeah, my grandmother hated it. She just comes in there. The popcorn smells. I'm like, it's good, and I get the Rolly Dogs. That was like $1.30 for the Rolly Dog, and then another $1 for the popcorn, or $1 or $2 for the popcorn. Mm-hmm.
That's all
I got fat.
Jumping into we both did. The jumping into something that you're giving me ideas to try to have better ideas for my podcast is I was almost thinking of doing a podcast now since I know I have this type
This is just a test.
This type of
testing.
This type of thing that we can eventually roll into.
Well, we are testing.
Is going
this is the first time I ever did a podcast with a video.
Is going into yeah, but the other thing we could do is your baby camera. I could always take that and film location. Could transfer that, couldn't you?
What are you talking about?
Borrow your camera, the little one.
That one?
No, the one you let me borrow for the show.
You mean the HD?
Yes.
Camera.
Yes. Go on location, film something I want to film,
and then I never get my camera back until I beg him for it.
I brought it back.
After I begged you for it.
Oh, Jesus, mother of God! But I brought it back though. That's the thing.
It took him a long time.
You're killing me. Anyway, I brought it back. But
what you should bring back is one of those fine ladies so she can sit here and talk to us about her stuff. I don't know who though. But
that's another thing I would to.
We need guests.
But she's tough to get a hold of.
We're boring. We need guests.
We need
whatever all these guests we're supposed to get.
Take this on the road. Anyway, but this is what I was thinking is
if I got a laptop again, I could definitely take stuff like this on the road. It's not hard to pack up some lights.
Yeah.
The camera.
Right.
Microphones.
Right.
You know, you just need
I got
that.
the snowball one.
Just need that. And I just need a laptop, and I could be recording all this shit on a laptop and doing a video, editing it, making podcasts from it. It's not that hard.
So what I was thinking of is going through Buffalo history and finding these landmarks. And then filming about these landmarks, the old Ames and the stores and, what's going to go there and the evolution of, big business. And you know what I found in Lockport the other day? I found, and I didn't realize, in Lockport, I didn't realize they had an insane asylum.
Yeah, we have a lot of criminally insane.
No, this is from like the 1800s.
Oh, old one.
Yeah.
Aren't they all old by now?
1800s.
I hear we're loaded with them.
1800s?
Yeah, everywhere.
That's kind of old.
Yeah, but I hear we got a lot of crazy houses.
Well, yeah, we got that. That stuff's all over the place. But I mean, I'm talking about an old ancient building that still is never been touched and they never took it down.
Still stuck the electrodes to your head and go.
Yeah, yeah, and they didn't bother taking it down.
Oh,
that's pretty fucked up.
Why would they? Historic.
Well, a lot of other stuff's
like prisons. You got Blackgate. You got that. What's in San Francisco? What's that called again?
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. That's
but that was one. That's where all the heavy hitters, the super heavy hitters. That's worse than Guantanamo Bay.
Oh.
But I was thinking of going through and doing stuff like that. Like I was driving through the city of Buffalo yesterday, and it's desolate.
I hate going to Buffalo.
But that's the other sad thing. That's what we were talking about before that you don't care about. They want to put a football stadium down there. Why?
How?
Then how?
You're gonna knock down a lot of buildings. A lot of refugees and stuff are gonna lose their homes.
But the thing is, how are you gonna get in and how are you gonna get out?
Without getting shot. the locals.
At least with Orchard Park, you have 7 outlets you can try to disperse everybody in. This is something you
How
can't.
about in Cheektowaga? We got some land still that we didn't get to build the casinos on.
Oh, that's the other thing that's coming up. Because the Senecas are stop sending payments to the governor. The governor wants to go in, take some of the desolate land in Niagara Falls, and build a state-run casino and get the money from that.
But I thought only Indians can get
the
Indians, the natives can get that. I thought that was like a government law.
I don't know how he's doing this.
Is he part Indian? Has he got like some, I don't know, Swanson blood in?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he's pretty ballsy. He needs to keep feeding the welfare market, and this is how he's gonna get it.
Instead of feeding the people that actually work.
No, he's taking from us.
I know.
That's why, like, they were talking about all this Powerball and the person that won the $1 million ticket down in Cheektowaga and all that stuff.
The American Indians, they just stopped paying altogether.
Yeah.
Like from all their they were
no, from the main
casinos.
Seneca. No, from the main Seneca Niagara.
Yeah.
I don't know about Salamanca, but the one in Niagara Falls, they just stopped. They said, "Okay, we've paid you enough. We're done.
Oh,
this is our money. This is our money now."
Huh.
Because what they started doing. Here's the other.
Because they can't tax them.
No, because here's the backside of this whole thing that I think is really strange. Is I went to the Kiss concert on the 19th of August at Niagara Falls. Instead of holding it inside, they held it outside. And then the night before they had Stick Scenario Speedwagon, and then a couple weeks before they had somebody else, because they're selling out these venues and they're taking all the money and the parking.
The people that run it?
Yeah. So the Senecas are taking... So the Senecas will give whatever band their money to come and play, and then they take everything from that. The concessions, everything. Everything. Even though it's like 8,000 people, wasn't that many people, they still make it. They're still hurting, they're making bank. Oh, because then what happens is they put
hot dogs are like $3.50 or something.
They put the venue in the cross parking lot, and then the show ends, and they walk right in the casino. 3/4 of the people from the show went right in the casino.
Yeah.
So if you have 7,000 people and 75% of them didn't leave, they went to the casino, and then they got rooms. So they're not dumb. I thought that was interesting.
No, that ain't dumb. That's what everybody should do.
And I have pictures of those that I'd like to try to either sneak up on my Twitter or put it up on my UltimateTruth page.
It's a shame they'll never get a cent from me again. I only brought $20 the last time I went to the casino. Lost it. I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I know. I
didn't feel like it was a good play. I'm not big into gambling like that. I liked playing the card games, but there was none open that I could afford because they had like the 50, 60. And my one friend that I went with, he was the last person in this one table that was like a $10 table or something. I'm like, I could have won some money at the blackjack table, but it was full, so I couldn't play, and everything else was too expensive, and there was nothing else to do there, and I was bored. I'm like, want to go? I spent my $20.
I'd rather just go there and eat. I don't mind eating. Their eating thing is pretty good.
I don't know. I didn't see none of that.
Their dessert bar is absolutely to die for. I definitely have to.
If it wasn't free, I didn't care.
If I definitely have to put my.
I still have that card somewhere in the lanyard.
I definitely have to put my hand out on the thing that their buffet line is definitely really good.
Of course, because they want to keep you there so you can eat and play.
I think I won 57 cents once. I'm not very good at that either. I don't even bother. That doesn't.
I have better luck.
I'd rather throw money at a stripper and at least get something out of her. At least she's kind of up and down on me. At least that gets me something as opposed to just throwing money in the machine and it's gone.
I gotta take you to a strip club.
I gotta take you to a strip club.
I don't have to go. I just go to see other people have a good time.
Anyway, I'm going to kind of wrap this cast up here. I don't want to try to take too much of the time here.
So what happened from the events in the last week? Because I'm reading your show notes and you said that. Did you talk about anything from the last week?
A little bit, but not much. I lost track. I kind of conglomerated everything.
And we got done talking about Oreos, right?
Yes.
And we were talking about casinos for some reason.
Yeah, we like to jump around on the different subjects.
You got me to contribute again, but this is the last time. Next time you're doing it solo.
Oh boy. I'll start writing notes better this time because there is a bunch of things that are coming up. I know things that he's not into. Preseason hockey is coming up soon. Yeah. The NFL is going to start this week.
I got to hear about that every day at work. Good thing I don't work on a line anymore, people. By myself.
NFL football is coming up. There's actually a bunch of shows coming up. There's actually an ESW show that I will definitely get you caught into. Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Maybe we'll take a drive down the Southern Tier. Maybe do a wrestling cast and kind of get into. Actually, I do have to ask you one thing before I go. Did you get rid of your Tans cam? Is that gone?
Yes, it's been gone.
Okay, all right.
Sold that a long time ago.
Okay.
Wait, I got a phone.
Okay, well I just
works probably even better than the trans.
not just that. I just want to get into is if we do go hard into some of this wrestling one, I want to interview a couple of these guys.
Got a camcorder too.
Oh, that's right. We can do that too. But that's what I was talking about before. Is if I went on location to film my, believe it or not.
Wouldn't it be better if you had me film you doing that?
Well, I mean, you could do that, but yeah, I guess I'm sure we could coordinate something. Yeah, because you don't like my filming.
Yeah, true.
He does not like my filming. But I did it. I was just doing freestyle. I wasn't,
freestyle.
He doesn't believe in freestyle.
He would never get into Hollywood.
Probably wouldn't.
Not even Bollywood.
Bollywood, whatever. Stay away from downtown even. I mean, I would like to go see like Central Terminal and go hit the waterfront, check out Marine Drive and a couple of the battleships and other stuff. If you're
driving, I don't care because I ain't driving my ass into there. My
car on blocks is better than your car on blocks. Yeah, I know. Mine would probably fall apart by the time.
Don't worry, they wouldn't even put your car on blocks. They already said that ain't even worth it.
Well, it's almost a brand new car by now. Sensors and
they're looking at it. They're like,
everything.
Why is everything junky inside? Why does it look like a garbage heap?
No, I cleaned it.
Why is the back falling apart?
No, the back is fine. I cleaned
What's that fire coming out the back in the tailpipe? Well, this car is not worth it. It's just a Pontiac Grand Am. Who cares? We got to go for the real cars.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today, folks. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can hit oh, wait a minute. He's gonna pull the notes up.
Hold on. He's got his new email address. Oh shit! Did I lock? Hold on.
What'd you do?
Keep talking.
All right, folks. We're gonna kind of wait for the new notes.
You know your Twitter thing, right?
UltimateTruth. No.
UltimateTruth.
Yeah. UltimateTruth Podcast. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
He's trying to do it there. Here we go.
Where is it? Oh, Schmidt. I don't think I have it on here either. Oops.
You just dropped the harmonica, folks. UltimateTruth Audio Podcast on the UltimateTruth YouTube page. There you go. HTTP.
You don't have to do that.
Semicolon.
No. You can just go tinyurl/YCHR7S2Z because his channel doesn't come up for some fucking reason.
Nope.
But it's live and it's up. You can see it.
Yes. Hopefully this video will come up soon.
Why don't I have his email address on here? Hold on, guys.
Any questions, comments, and concerns, you can derail yourself to Mr. Mike's corecast2011@gmail.com. That's corecast.
There you go. 2011
at gmail.com.
Oh, there you go.
Twitter is
That's gotta make sure you put the at in there, buddy.
I'm trying to correct myself
here. Yeah. At UltimateTruth
Podcast. Yes, that is my Twitter handle.
UltimateTruth Podcast.
And the email is the same thing, but except with Miller. Oh, it's a new one. Which one?
That one. See, it's highlighted.
Oh. UtruthPodcast@gmail.com. Yes.
Or you can go to corecast2011@gmail.com.
All right, thank you, folks. Have yourself a great day. It's have a safe Labor Day. Don't drink too much, and rest in peace to Hill's Popcorn. No, folks, this is not Bob Dylan.
I can't play.
Not bad.
And I think that's upside down, too.
That's not bad, though.
I can't. Okay, did you say your goodbyes?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and you forgot to tell them if you want to not listen to this podcast anymore and you want to watch it on YouTube and watch us really do this poorly, because this is just a test video that I'm going to try out with Mr. Miller here. Maybe down the road I will have video podcasts, but that's way down the road, of course, because I got to build my new studio.
Yes.
Get my new cameras and equipment and stuff to do it so I can do it live. I mean, really live.
Not memorized.
Because you could do live on YouTube, so...
Oh!
Yeah, I could do
Facebook
live
shit too.
video. I don't give a shit about Facebook.
He doesn't like Facebook, folks.
Fuck
Nope.
Facebook.
Nope.
That's for the old people.
Thank you.
But this is a test video. Give us your comments, your questions on the page itself. Do it at UltimateTruth Podcast at gmail.com or corecast2011 at gmail.com. Tell us what you think. I know the light is going on and I can see it through my my video here screen. It's just because of the webcam we're using and testing out, so sorry about that. I think it's the light. If it goes in and out, then the camera adjusts. That's okay. We're just testing.
Total work in progress. I know it's not the best, and I know that I don't do the best, but it's all total work in progress. But at least I'm up to number 11, and as long as I keep this going. And
I'm at, for each podcast, 530 something maybe almost, or 20.
You've been at this for 8 years, though.
Huh?
8 years?
5+ years.
No, we were doing this back in...
No, 5+ years.
No, we were doing this when we were back in
I'm
Tops.
at 252, so I should be at 253 as we're talking about this on this podcast.
Yeah, but you were doing this when we were Tops, though.
No.
That's almost 7 years ago.
No. I started in 2005. What's that? 2005.
That's 12 years ago.
Oh.
So if you did it in 2007, like I said...
I can't add. Oh, wow.
I'm supposed to... I am the goof.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. Don't drink too much, or if you do, drink heavy.